Alright, 5th grade, good morning or good afternoon whenever you're seeing this video. Today we're going to do, while we're doing small groups, is you're going to do a little bit of review with main idea and theme. We've been talking about these things since the beginning of the year, both main idea and theme. Alright, so today we're going to do a little activity, do some review. We're doing this because obviously it's a very important thing in language arts, but also because, if you remember, we do have the MCA coming up. These two things will be asked during the MCA. And so it's very important that we know exactly what these two things are and how to find them in a story. Okay? So, you're seeing this video here. The first thing is we're going to look at main idea together. Okay? So, main idea is actually very easy. It's very simple. It's very basic. It's just what the story is mostly about. Okay, so what's going on in the story? It's usually one sentence, what's happening. Okay, and now if you remember back in our Google Meets the last couple of weeks, we talked about how main idea, there's kind of a formula for how we can find main idea to create a sentence, and that is the main character did something and learned something. Alright, so that little sentence right there, if you just plug in where these parentheses are. Right now, obviously, if we talk about a story and we say the main character did something and learned something, that's boring. That doesn't tell us anything. So if you replace this with whoever the main character is, and also what they did, and also what they learned, that's a good sentence that will tell us what the main idea is. For instance, if you remember back with holes, a good way that we could write the main idea, I'll use this formula here. So Stanley, he did something. He went to Camp Green Lake, and he learned how to make friends and work hard. Right? I use that sentence right there to find the main idea of the book Holes, just like that. Now, there's a lot of other things that happen in the story of Holes, but this right here is a very basic way of saying what happened. This is the main idea. It's just one sentence, very brief, very short, on what happened during the story. Okay. All right. So now, what you are going to do, you will read this story here. This is a story maybe you've seen before. I posted it last week. This is a story that you'll read, and you'll see if you can come up with the main idea. Okay, using that formula that we talked about. So the main character did something, and then what did they learn? Okay. While you're typing in here, if you feel like you are running out of space, you can just keep on typing. All right. And then if you have to go a little bit further, you might need to just move this box up a little bit so I can see it. But whatever you need to do to make sure that everything fits. All right. So it's the first thing you'll do. Read that story. See if you can come up with the main idea. Then watch this video. Right. It's a short video. It's pretty good. I enjoy it. It's pretty funny. And do the same exact thing. See if you can come up with the main idea using this formula. Okay. Then what you'll do is we're going to look at theme now, right? So we talked about how there are two things here, main idea and theme. So theme is a little bit different. It's the subject or a lesson of a story. Okay. So theme is actually, it's a little bit different than main idea because it's what we can learn. And theme, when we talk about theme, it's usually just one word. Okay, so things like forgiveness, respect, love, family, dreams, goals. Those are all, each one of those words, that would be a good theme. Okay, so the way that we find theme is if you, instead of looking at this formula, this is for main idea. Okay, we're not worried about main idea anymore. For theme, we're actually going to use this little triangle here. There's a problem and a solution, and then what the person learned and how we can come up with a theme. Okay, so what you're going to do is here's theme, the next slide down here, there's another short story. Okay, then what you're going to do is fill out this triangle here. What is the problem of the story? What's wrong? How do they solve it? And then what is the theme? What did they learn? Okay, so what did they learn in one word? Okay, then when you're done with that, one last video here. You maybe remember this video back in the fall. Some of you saw it, some of you weren't there that day, so for some of you it will be new. Okay, so you'll watch this video and you'll do the same exact thing. See, what is the problem in this video? How do they solve it? And then what did they learn? All right, what's the theme? Okay, so I will be in the room during this time. I'll be with small groups, and so if you have any questions, please let me know. And then when you finish, go ahead and look at the agenda that I have written for during small groups, and I will have it up there what you need to do. All right.